welcome to the Daily Dose of Firefall. We're standing here in front of Spicy Al's Tuna, and if you recall the last episode from yesterday, we checked in on the Dreadnought Battleframe. We were standing here in front of the infamous height test. So this is the difference between the jump effect I do have on my Assault frame. I do believe there might be some talent that is helping me, but let's do a space jump comparison and see what happens. So that was the line before, and well, we're almost all the way up to the top of this. So there is a little bit of significant difference. Well, I wouldn't say significant, it's quite a critical one, because that can be the reason you are dead or alive. But let's head on in, because I know you're quite keen and interested on checking out the other battle frames. I did have to wait a little bit this morning again. It seems that someone has forgot to feed the hamsters that are taking care of the servers. It took quite a while for all these gizmos and gadgets and whatnot, and even textures to load. But fear not, we are going to go through this in a very smooth and efficient order. So last night we checked out the Dreadnought, and I thought, well, let's continue. So we're going to move into the Biotech, and we're going to check out these guys, how they perform, how they behave, and what the feeling are. So we're going to do pretty much the similar test, jump down to the board, grab a quest, and then see what happens. So this is the Biotech, I believe, Biomech. Let's go back and see so we have the correct names. I'm obviously just playing around to see how they're doing, so yes, it's a Biotech. I'm seeming to have a weapon that is sort of vaguely familiar with that radioactive slime gun from Unreal Tournament. Well, that was a big bad kick. Alright, so we are having the weapon, and we have tested, so we have both the right hand, which seems to shoot quite hard, and sort of a laser fast blaster. Not really sure how to describe it. It feels a little bit scattered, like it would be a Star Wars gun or something. So what shall we try? Let's go for a father in need. We did a mother in need yesterday, so let's see what we have here. Oh, I should have jumped. Oh, there it was. I was looking for ammo. Worst case you can have is that you run out of ammo when you are fighting. So we have about half the amount of the ammunition that the Dreadnought had, but I have a feeling that the weapons are designed in such a way that you can easily defeat enemies with sort of the same damage output, just a little bit of different techniques. We do not seem to have a heavier scattergun, so the alternative fire means. And well, let's see here. We're gonna jump in and see how well the quests do. So far, this frame, whilst it feels very, very light, it also feels a little bit speedy. Can't really describe it. It's kind of a feeling. It feels like I'm moving slightly faster. Not really sure if that is the case. Well, here we go. We got a designation. We are a few meters out. And we have one of these crashed thumper, and he's looking for some parts. So let's run and see if we can't help them. 4 out of 5 parts. Well, someone's doing that. Let's shoot these guys and see. Yep, we killed one. We might actually get contribute. Oh, maybe not. Oh, yep, we did. So I didn't do too much on that one, but we got a little bit of crystals, and I got an assault rifle secondary. Perhaps something I could use if I reached level 4. Alright, a little bit of coins, and there was a lot of experience in that one. Did you see I jumped almost 10k experience points for barely nothing? That might be something good for the future, although I have a feeling they might have it removed or nerfed a little bit depending on your level. Sort of doing the way they do in Guild Wars, where you're not really gaining anything beyond what you have as a level. So you might have super gear, but you're still just fighting on your level, so you're not really getting the strength, and the bonuses you have are percentage based rather than actual fixed numbers. So let's see what we have here. We have something going on. Not sure what that is. Might be something that we need to do here. We are going to kill some Aranos. I'm not really sure these weapons are so good as I would like them to be. I should probably reflect on the fact, or take into account the fact that I'm new. I'm level 1, and these aren't really anything of the sort. Oh, what's that? That seems like we got some kind of power up. I am not too fond of this scattergun or the Twitter. I have no idea what to call this. It's I don't seem to be taking too much damage, but it might be because my friend is. Oh. Seems that my friend is doing most of the damage. This might take a little while to get used to be perfectly honest. Doesn't seem to be impossible. Yep, this might be a very, very much of the case of getting used to it, getting into moving. AoE seems to be 0, but I'm of course waiting to see what kind of special abilities I will or maybe might get. So that seems to be one of those scouty type snipers thingies. So let's see where we go. We are going to investigate the second location. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna jump down on our bike and get going. And something you may want to pay attention to when you swap to new frames is that your battle paint and whatnot is not coming with it unless you've already assigned it to them. So next time you head by the Battleframe garage, you might want to remember to put on a little bit of paint. Wow. This bike truly is quite crummy. It has troubles getting up the high hills. It's like going really, really slow. Do be careful if you're chased by a big horde of hungry monsters and whatnot. They may be able to catch up to you. So let's see here. What can I say so far? Well, the frame seems very fast, and I seem to have the same kind of reach with the jets as I would with the Assault frame. I do like a little bit of maneuverability, mobility I think it was the word I was looking for. But yes, it seems to be having that feel to it. It feels as mobile as the Assault, although it doesn't have the damage output. Although, saying that, that was one shot, one kill. I think I have to investigate something. I have a sneaky suspicion that something's going on there. Whoa, that was not good. Already out of ammo? Right, have a look. We have 50 rounds in the chamber. Bam. Yes. That is something I notice now. It is taking a larger chunk when it's doing the scattergun. So, defend something something. Defend missing daughter or something. So, there was one of them explodey type. So, as I assume there's missing daughter over there. A little bit of design bug in the quest. Hit point wise, I can't say I've been taking very much damage here. I'm not sure if it's some kind of self-healing. Perfectly honest, this could probably have scared me a bit if this was the first frame I came across. So something tells me it's slightly more advanced to play around with this frame. Come on now. Oh, well, I don't think these low-level monsters are putting out very much damage either. I mean, she's definitely been attacked a few times and she doesn't have too much damage taken. Well, alright, well, we're playing through this to see what level we're getting and if we're starting to get some kind of special abilities. If you manage to tune in just in the middle here, this is the Biotech Battleframe I'm trying on. So we're a little bit away from our usual Assault Battleframe. We will be exploring the more advanced Battleframes as well. And do remember that stuff and gear you collect for your Accord can be used on the more advanced one. Obviously you have to check the certain conditions, like terms and conditions and whatnot, that you never read when you install a game. Alright, she is safe and done and good and whatnot.
Thank you so much.
Some damage coming in there, but it's, well, not too bad. Alright, we are heading back home, I think. Meet with the distraught father. Get off my bike. Alright, so that's good to know. Even though you're low level, your bike still does the same kind of damage, which makes me think it's some kind of physical engine thing going on with it. Oh, he might be on the outside actually. He might have designed the quest similarly in this thing. If you do recall from an earlier episode, I did talk about the way they keep reusing certain points on the map to constantly, you're basically running around to 3 different areas. There's really not much difference between them. Right. I am, however, starting to be able to find my way around these places very easily. I do believe this might be the PvP area also, so I might get that flag warning. So, there's Daddy. He got his stuff done. Well, I can't say I'm knowing a great deal about the Biotech frame. I do like its speed. That is definitely an advantage it has. So, paint job. Let's frame more paint. Let's put up the Black Cat. Oh, that's Blood Falcons. That's the Black Cat. Alright, so this is what the frame looks like with the Black Cat's armor. Or coat of paint. So we're sinking and now we look a little bit more kick-ass. Now that seems to be one of the scouts. We will be checking in on them in a future episode. I do have my first special ability, so let's see what that is. It's a healing wave, fires a forward wave that heals friendlies, knocks back enemies and damages NPCs. Well, that doesn't seem too good. If I would accidentally do this... Well, they weren't really clear with that, because these guys are the NPCs. The others are mobs and enemies and whatnot. I do assume that was an NPC. Yep, it was an NPC. Getting a little bit confused. Alright, so we have that wave. It doesn't seem very, very fast, but... Let's see what we got here. We got a little bit of coin. We got that energized healing wave. Seems very decent to start off with. I do think it is a little bit sad that you can't really heal yourself with that. I can't say that we have had enough try with this. Oh, I got to do something. I got the data worm successful. I got the quest for free. Thank you very much. Long Mag Wrecker series. This seems like very decent, it's very speedy and whatnot. Is it a burst? Yeah, it's a burst, so it's a little bit unoptimal. I don't like the ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-bum, where you get the 3 bursts. It's very effective if you are overpowered, but when you need to hit a lot of bullets into a small target, only getting a 3 burst and having to click between each times, then you will lose your target. You will... Well, it's basically a practice thing. I've done that with real guns, and it's a lot easier in games than it is in the real world. Well, let's get on here. We're gonna see if we don't do another quest and see if I'm not getting any secondary tries here. So, dangerous plan, we got skivers. I think that was a short quest, so let's try this and see how it is. I'm enjoying the speed. I am less impressed by the damage output, I must admit. Could be that the weapon is extremely weak. We are supposed to go ratchets. Cool. And there's also an achievement here, so for you guys that actually managed to stay through to this point, I am going to show you something. There is a thing I forgot to do when I was down here. I've been exploring around. So we have ratchet, and I'm standing here, and then we type in /DANCE. And there you go, achievement. Girls just wanna have fun. That is probably the most hilarious dance I've ever seen. Alright, cool. So, hello Ratchet, give me my quest please, and we will see what we can do. There you go guys, it was not only playing the biotech, you got the achievement. I'll give you a quick spoiler for another achievement very soon. Yep, there we go. Wrong direction. I promise I'm going to show you another achievement, although I've already taken it, but I'll show you that achievement anyway. It's very simple, very easy, and it's available right here in Copacabana. So let's get a move on. Let's get a bike. Might be slightly quicker to get on the bike and get up there. I think that that's supposed to be the tent or whatnot they have up there. This is a very well used area for playing in the earlier levels. So I do have a recollection of going back to this corner. So basically you're shielded in by a wall. There is an area upstairs so that you can see. Wow. Well, it's definitely not the same as playing in Assault, and I'm not feeling endangered just yet, but it is I'm feeling more easily swarmed by these guys. Less control over what they do and who I kill. Seems that I should be focusing on being a little bit more ground-based. Well, and then obviously have a look where I'm running around to. Shot there. And we have a big tank again. Well, that was in. Loading next objective. Here we have some kind of ray gun. I think that's a higher level of this. I've seen those ray guns. They seem to be very good if you can lock onto your enemy. Right, it says let's go down. So we will be going down. Alright, get off my bike. Why are they always trying to hitch a ride with me? Is my bike really that cool? Right, so we're gonna have to go through the Copacabana city and go out on the other side. And I think by now, going through these battle frames, that you guys may actually start to recognize a few of these areas as well. I do like the fact that they sometimes, not always, but sometimes have these crawling markers on the floor, or the ground I should say, so they show you a good way of driving, but it's not always perfect, and sometimes you can't really see where it's going, so you might be thrown off the track. Bam! Alright, so here we are again. I do believe that we did this yesterday, did we not? It feels very familiar, and you're supposed to kill quite a few of these guys. It seems to be, at the moment, more advantageous to just stand down and take a little bit of beating from these guys. We have sniper shooting from far. Not sure how well this scattergun penetrates this other, but let's give him a heal. So, there we go. Hey, we got a machine gun for the dreadnought. Something I looted. We have been killing quite a lot. Oh, we need to go to next. Already a new area. Right. Still's a little bit uncertain. It's slowly building on me, probably because of getting used to it. And it looked like we had a thumper incoming from up here. Could it be a crashed thumper, or is it a genuine thumper actually having something to come with? No, it's a chosen drop pod that came down. We're not really gonna fuss with them at the moment. Alright, here we are again, and we have 15 skivers. I thought this was gonna be a fast one, but it might be well worth it in experience points. Okay, that one doesn't really want to be hit, because I can't really aim. Right. 3. Oh, I so wish on these quests that I had that traitor feature from the Assault. You just get all these cuddly little fiends. Oi! Stop moving and let me hit you. Well, all these cuddly little fiends like skivers and well, the rest of them. Crashed thumper. Ooh. Can I get a little bit of that? A few more experience points, please. Is that just one? Will I be able to pick this up? Return the part to the thumper. Oh, I am. Here we go. And I will get contribution for that. And I get these guys sorted out. Tier 2 award again. That's absolutely brilliant. Hopefully this is something for my healer, which I'm sort of thinking of this character as a healer with the wave, which we, by the way, need to test on this big looking fellow over here. Oh, well, he definitely seems to be a bit hurt. And we're getting help here, that's always good. For the reload time, however, on my first ability, I can't really say that I think it's worth the little damage it did. I got a few modules and whatnot, and we're gonna investigate what the quest gave. Stop moving around. Takes forever to recharge the thing. Oh, we got scan reading here. Toxic sand shark is killed, and we have just a few of those guys left. So here we go. I might actually get these guys out of the way. Kill. Oh. Alright, this quest was a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be. And, I'm still hoping to be able to see a little bit more advanced features as to what this do. One thing that is quite clear is that it seems to be taking very little damage. I do believe we're done for the moment. And please tell me that it is just to return to base. There we go, level 4. I don't even have a proper weapon for this guy just yet. So that was that one done. Let's head on back to base and we will be happy again. Right, do let me know what you think of my first-hand review of these classes. I think it's a valuable experience in any game where you have multiple classes and multiple way of fighting enemies, to at least in some way understand what other classes can and cannot do. Might not be so critically important here just yet, but when we reach level 38 there will be the hardcore cases of the hardcore missions that you can do. So I'm just gonna put myself into safety. We'll go through what they do. We're level 4. I'm not sure if you get the experience beforehand or whatnot. We'll choose this as a view and have a look on the quest. So we got skivers. This was the quest we took. So we have the ranged healing, We have a poison trail that is still on a cooldown, and it seems to be a very massive cooldown on that one. The crashed thumper gave me a tier 2 junk salvage. Not overly impressed by that. Let's have a look at this. The poison trail leaves a poisonous trail of gas where the biotech moves. The gas damages and snares enemies that touch it. Well, it seems that that would be pretty much a good thing. So say if you try to do a combat area, you manage to find an area where you can lock them in. So you have your back shielded against the wall. So say they can only come from this direction. Activating it and then just running across here would snare everything coming up, so you can just keep blasting them. Or snare them for something that do well with an AoE blast like the Assault. Or as we discovered yesterday, the Battleframe Dreadnought that needs, with its special ability to just firmly plant its feet and just shoot into a small direction. That is also a very good feature it could be. So I would assume that the Biotech can be a very much good support role beyond just doing its healing blast. I do like the sound of it, it really gives a good feeling, but I'm not too keen on its reload time, so I have a feeling that proper Biotechs are chucking in these long mag modules, I believe they are, that is meant to increase the speed. Long arm module, that's the range, so that might be a good thing to chuck in as well, but there's another one that reduces the recharge time. So recharge is 45 seconds and I think you get it in percentage level, so trying to chuck in a really decent one there. We'll see what we can do. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of the Biotech Frame. Obviously we will continue tomorrow with the... Let's look in on it and give you that spoiler already. I'm gonna go with Recon before I go with Engineer, because I want to really investigate that thing of the ability of dropping the pods or the turrets and whatnot and see what they do. So we have another new crashed thumper. Just because I parked my bike next to it, I got 66 Christites. Might be good to know. Oh, yes, I did the dancing. Didn't I? Well, I might have forgot. There is an achievement, but I'll show you that with the Recon Battleframe. So until tomorrow guys, thank you so much for watching and peace out.